Hi there everybody, welcome back to The Young Grower. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how I grow an abundance of sweet peas in pint cups. I do mine in October. It's the perfect time to start sweet peas. The nights are getting shorter, there's not much else to do, and this will keep you occupied over the winter months. It does for myself, and it is amazing to actually walk into the greenhouse or the polytunnel and see something green. You can grow these in a cold frame as well. You don't have to have a polytunnel or a greenhouse, but they do need some protection from the frost over winter. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I grow them. I've got an article coming out in Kitchen Garden magazine very soon. You can sow sweet peas from September to November and January to April, and then these will get planted out in the spring. Many of you may know I love the history of plants and finding out where they originated from. So the sweet pea originated in Sicily, Italy, where they used to grow wild, and a Sicilian monk in 1699 decided to get some seeds and send them to his friends and botanical experts around the world. Then we go a few hundred years later, and now we have the sweet peas we love so much. So if you want to know more about the history and about growing sweet peas this way, you'll find that in the December issue of Kitchen Garden magazine that is out very soon. So let's get to showing you how we sow these peas in the pint cups. It's an amazing method, and this year my sweet peas have done amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I could not believe how well they turned out from using this method. And that's why I'm in this position now to hopefully encourage you to try this method using the pint cups. Quite a lot of people say it's using a lot of plastic. These are going into their second year, and I used these for multiple different crops last year. There's still lots of life left in them compared to plant pots and that I've bought. I have bought some biodegradable cups to try this year. I'm a green cup. I'm not too sure what to expect from them, but I'm going to see if this will be any good, because yeah, hopefully, and then that'll be less plastic used, what is brilliant. But the only problem is I haven't even used them yet, and they've already melted from the heat from being in here. So I'm only going to do 6. Hopefully once they're in the water and the soil's in them, it'll keep them cool and they won't do that. Yeah, experimenting and see what happens. So I originally got this method from Dean's Lost a Plot, and I adapted it to my needs. So if you haven't checked out Dean's page or YouTube channel, go over and do that. It's Dean's Lost a Plot. He is growing some amazing giant veg. Can't wait to see what he does next year, and yeah, he's going to send me some cool things to get me into growing giants. Anyway, we're getting a bit distracted. Let's get back to growing sweet peas. So as you can see, we have lots of varieties. I'm going to do 6 cups of each. So I'm going to try and make these steps simple and easy for you to follow. Very simple, very easy. Yeah, let's do it. So for this, you're going to need some pint cups, sweet pea seeds, a screwdriver, and a lighter to heat up the screwdriver so we can make some holes in the top of the pint cups, just like I have done here for the ones last year. I'm going to quickly show you how I do that, and please be very careful when you do this because it will get very hot. So to do this, we're going to take some of the pint cups, the screwdriver and the lighter, and we're going to heat it up, and then we're just going to push it on. Be very careful, right through them all. So now we have holes in the bottom of the cup. You can do 2 or 3. I'm just going to do 2. And the next step is to get a tray or something that you can use as a reservoir. So what we're going to do is get a rubble bag or a compost bag, and we're going to line the bottom of the tray, but I'm going to cut this rubble bag in half. So now I've cut the rubble bag in half, I'm just going to push it inside like so. And then when you fill the cups up, we'll put these in here, and then this will act as a reservoir, and you'll water the tray instead of watering individually throughout the winter. It's going to be so much easier, it'll save so much time. Yeah, so let's get on to the next stage of filling these cups up and getting the sweet peas sown. So that is one tray filled up, and we've just used a standard multi-purpose compost, nothing special. And next we're going to get our sweet peas. You want to make sure before you have something to label them. I'm actually going to write on the pint cups what they are. So I like to sow 2 to 3 seeds per pint cup. This pretty much guarantees you get at least a sweet pea per pint. But I like to multi-sow my sweet peas. I leave 2 to 3 seedlings in there. There's enough room for them. Then later in the year, before we plant them out, as they're getting bigger, we will feed them with some Natural Grower liquid fertilizer. But all this is in the sweet pea article as well. What we're going to do is get either a pencil or a screwdriver. I like to use my finger, and we're just going to make 3 holes 5 centimeters deep. And 1, 2, 3. Cover them back over. And you want to fill the pots up to about 1 inch from the top. You don't have to do it precisely, it's just so you don't have it overflowing. And there we go. I'm going to get on with the rest of them and we'll talk after. And that's them done. I'm going to get my permanent marker and write the variety. This is Air Warden. My permanent marker don't want to work, so what I'm going to do for now is put this at the end, just on the outside so it doesn't get wet. At least that way I know these 6 are that variety. Now let's move on to the next one. I'm going to get through this quickly and then I'll show you the next step. Now these are all done, we're going to put them in their final position and give them a water. We're going to make sure they're in their final position because it's going to get very heavy if not, and these are going to go in the greenhouse. So let's head over there. And there we go. These will stay in here now until about April, and then I'll start to harden them off and then we'll plant them out. And I will do some updates throughout the year and going into next year. We pinch them out when they're about 5 centimeters tall, and then we'll pinch them out again just to encourage a really bushy plant. And the reason why I do these over winter, it produces a more vigorous and productive plant. You have a better root system and just an earlier crop of sweet peas. If you've been wanting my sweet peas this year and thinking, oh, I want to grow them like that, this is how you do them, overwinter them. If you've got somewhere sheltered, like a cold frame or somewhere that's not going to allow the frost to get to them, yeah, they're quite hardy, but not hardy to survive if it snows, so they do need to be in sun protection. From what I've learned, for the first water, I always water them in from the top, but after that we will just water from the reservoir. And when I say just water from the reservoir, we will just do that, and we won't allow it to dry out. At least that way over winter you haven't got to keep watering every single pot. There's water here, make sure there's water down there constantly. If they dry out and it's a hot day, that won't be good. Give them a good water in. And there we go. So I'm hoping this video just shows you how I grow sweet peas and encourages you to try this method out. This may work for you, it may not. I can't see why it wouldn't. It's a simple, easy way to grow them. And from most root trainers I've looked at purchasing, they were flimsy, they were rubbish. Yeah. And I'm going into my 2nd year of using these, and I've used them multiple times throughout the year, and they're not breaking, they're not cracking. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And I can see many years of me using these same ones. The only new ones I've had to buy this year are these ones to try out, but we'll see how we get on with them. I'll do some posts and stuff. Yeah, so I hope you have success growing sweet peas this way, and keep an eye out for videos throughout the year and posts. So head over to my Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, follow, like and subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on some tips and me showing you how to grow these. So I hope it gives you something to do over the winter months when there's not much greenery. It is lovely to just have that green in the greenhouse. Last year I remember just going in there and looking at them. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy my next article that's coming out in Kitchen Garden magazine in the December issue. I still can't believe that I'm a writer for Kitchen Garden magazine. Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing. The Grow calendar is still on sale for £15, so if you are interested in growing the way I do, all dates in there for next year, from sweet peas to starting your tomatoes to cucumbers, squashes, and also jobs to do with splitting perennials, trimming fruit trees, planting fruit trees. Yeah, there's loads. I have put all my knowledge from the last 3 years into this one calendar, or I've tried. But there's some videos about that if you are new to this channel and you're not too sure what I'm going on about. But if you are sure and you want to purchase one, head over to theyounggrower.co.uk and you'll be able to purchase yourself one, and I'll get that posted to you straight away. So thank you, and we'll see each other soon.